Well, I think that some of them are not a mystery, are not new. So, for example, as the tailwinds, I will say that the focus that the society have now with the health, I think this is the main one, no? After the pandemic and for the future, I think that the society is quite focused on the health. Another important one, I think it's the growth of new products like the e-bikes. Obviously, the growth of this community feeling could be the third one. And super important topic is the sustainability.
Welcome to Ride Success, the podcast that takes you on a learning journey to a productive, creative, and active life through the power of the bike. In the podcast, I explore cycling's global trends, community needs, innovative business strategies, and the journeys of remarkable individuals in the world of cycling. You are listening to a limited series of recordings during Rouleur Live 2024. This limited series has 11 episodes, and in each episode, the guests are asked 4 key questions. Each of my guests has different insights into where the opportunities for success in the cycling industry lie. So make sure you to subscribe and follow so you get notified of new podcasts because they will be released in quick succession. In this episode, I speak with Jordi Rabadesa, the co-founder of Athletic Affair. He discusses the evolving landscape of cycling marketing, emphasizing the importance of digital platforms, content creators, and sustainability. Now, back to the show.
I'm Jordi, one of the 2 co-founders of Athletic Affair. We are a sports marketing agency from Girona, and our business is divided in 3 ways. Here's the PR side, the sports marketing side, and also we are doing business development, and basically we work for all the European brands.
Brilliant. Jordi, thank you for taking the time to speak with me. Let's go straight into the questions. The first question is, where should cycling companies prioritize their spending when aiming to drive brand visibility and engagement?
That's a good question. I think that they need to split their budget basically, first of all, in digital platforms. Actually that obviously there are a lot of new platforms like TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. So this is one important point. The other one is the athletes partnership. And probably the third one is more in experimental marketing and community activations. I think that this is the 3 main points where the brands need to split their
Very good. So, with that said, as an agency, you have seen the rise of content creator economy. How is the rise of content creator economy transforming the traditional cycling sponsorship model, and how do you think brands are adapting, or how are you helping brands adapting?
Well, as you said inside the question, they are changing completely their model. They are investing in new platforms, as we said before, in Instagram, YouTube. So basically, I think that the industry jumped from a more team-centric sponsorship to an individual sponsorship. Basically, I think that now they are investing more money in content creators, influencers, in individual profiles. I think that they are also investing more money in creators' ads. They are investing in these individual profiles to create another kind of ads, advertising, and, to give to the people a voice that give trust to them. And they are also I think that they are investing money in the metric platforms to see the data that this gives to them.
Yeah. It's interesting to say that because you mentioned about the data, investing in new platforms. What are, you think, the major tailwinds and headwinds for the cycling industry in the next 5 years?
For the next 5 years, well, I think that some of them are not a mystery, are not new. So, for example, as the tailwinds, I will say that the focus that the society have now with the health, I think this is the main one. After the pandemic and for the future, I think that the society is quite focused on the health. Another important one, I think it's the growth of new products like the e-bikes. I think that's a good thing. Obviously, the growth of this community feeling could be the third one. And super important topic is the sustainability. I think that these are the 4 that for me are the main tailwinds.
What about the headwinds?
The headwinds is the market is growing and we have some economical tricky situations and the inflation. I think this is an important one. The second one, and as we said, is the market saturation. There are a lot of brands, a lot of competitors. So this is also an important...
Oversaturation of the market.
Yeah, exactly. So these 2 are quite important. And yeah, basically, I think that these ones are the ones. Well, then we have, obviously, as always, the client behavior. Mm-hmm. It's the client, it's always difficult to trade, and every year they change some opinions, and this is one thing that we need to have in mind. And yeah, I think that these three are the main ones.
Very good. So I wanted now to turn into a more personal side. I mean, you are the co-founder of Athletic Affair.
Yeah.
I mean, but on a personal side, what is the one thing that you do every day that enables you to perform at your best?
I don't know if the answer about this needs to be super cool. Normally, I don't need too much. So it's like normal things, like every morning go for a 30-minute run with my playlist, Mental Peace. So that's all, with a fresh shower, and then start the day super motivated, super fresh. And after doing some sport,
very good.
Yeah. With Maria, we did some jokes this morning, maybe during Christmas. I like to sing Christmas songs too. But yeah, basically go for a 30-minute run. It's fine, and it's enough for me.
Very good. So I wanted to ask you another question, which is part of a tradition that I started in the podcast, where every guest leaves a question to my next guest. This question is the following, and I am paraphrasing, but how are you adapting and adopting AI?
That's not a short one. Adapting, it's fun because what I'm trying to do, and we are trying to do as an agency every day, it's trying to learn. I think that's a good question to make us, because in our office is not really just an office, it's Casalytic, so it's like a hub where we try, we understand the sport like a super transversal thing. And in Casalytic, we want to add agents from different parts. And one super important agent for us is the technology. And we work with some YouTubers, and one of them, it's super specialized in the AI. And at the end, what we are trying to do, it's every day learning, because you discover that some things that you don't need to use the platform or this tool as a super crazy thing. Sometimes it's like the days that you do in a super easy way every day, the AI can do it for you super easy. It's like creating some documents. It's like you can give all the inputs to the AI, and then the tool gives the document to you. So it's what we are trying to do. It's just using it.
Yeah.
Our adoption process is use it. It's like every day learning and asking we are really lucky because we have people that have a good know-how about this near. So it's every day making new questions and trying to use it, because when you use one thing, it's when you learn. Yeah. So this is our routine. It's try to use it and integrate it in our everyday routine.
Very good. Very good. I mean, yes, AI is crucial. So it's here to stay. Is there a question that you would like to leave to my next guest?
But we don't know the next.
Yeah, so you don't know the next guest.
It's just an open question.
The only thing that you know, that you should know, is that they work in the cycling industry.
So for me, it's easy. I think that a good question could be that which markets do you think that are the main ones that we need to take in consideration for the future of the sport, and the reason why?
Okay, brilliant. Jordi, thank you very much for your time.
Pleasure.
Thank you for listening to this quick interview. I'm your host, Pedro Couto Lopez. You can find me under my own name on LinkedIn. You can find Ride to Success on all socials. And let me know if you like this format of shorter, snappier interviews with guests within the cycling industry. And if you like the show, please give us a review, follow, helps us to create better content and bring more guests to the podcast. Make sure you tune in to the next episode, which will be released shortly. Thank you for listening.